Okay, where are we and what are we doing? Well, much to my surprise, we're back on the beach again. Where are we? Ooh, Electro. Isn't this where I was last time? Or are we Electro? No, we're not Electro. We're up in Berezino, or north of Berezino. Power station got me confused. As I say, we're still on experimental. That sort of tells me there's someone in the area. And we're up in the northeast. It's a hardcore server. And I'm back to having nothing. Odd. Oh, blueberries. Haha! Bye-bye blueberries. Oh, and whilst we're here, bye-bye you two as well. Won't need you yet. First lot I find has berries, which is pretty cool. Wait. You're too deeply buried. I think the signal's too low. Come on. I'm not doing this anymore. I keep on saying that, but I keep on seeing one and keep on running towards it and want to find out if I can find any berries. Come on. Yep, there we go. There's the animation. Doesn't take straight away. Not quite sure where the trigger is. You just sort of spam the F button. More blueberries. Okay. Not found a thing. That's more like it. That's what I'm used to. Now, I'm assuming, that's the arse and the me, that this area is going to be heavily looted. I suppose I should be taking a little more caution just in case there are Zeds. We'll find out if the doors are open. Ooh, water source. Do you know what, right now... Oh, come on, get your fat, lardy arse through that gap. Water source is much more important. I didn't realise this one was here. That's pretty cool. Nip over here just in case there was an axe, 'cause I'm sure there was an axe in the last one of these I saw. I suppose pipe wrench will do for the short term. I think you swing a pipe wrench. Sticks. Should be able to use the sticks, you know, one in each hand. Kung Fu style. Little surprised that these doors, or these areas haven't been looted yet. But I don't know how long ago it was since the server restarted. Oh, hang on, the door's open, so it has been looted. And, oh, mind you, they were talking about the possibility of having random open and closing doors. That will be a pain in the tailpipe when they turn that on. You're never quite sure with experimental what's going on, what's... Ooh, stacked! Look at that! We've got a stack! Okay, what happens if I take that one? Hey, it flies. Still no gravity yet. So we'll drink these, because, not because of the hydrated status. Oh, there's nothing left. Ah, that's a player stacking them. I think. Oh, and they stacked then. So that sort of explains that. So a player has been through. Oh, did I just hear a door? That's someone spawning in. That is definitely the sound of someone spawning in. And it's an equipped person as well. Hang on, let's go in here. That's not terribly high, but I think that's enough to be another person. Friendly, friendly, friendly. I'm a new spawn in.
Yeah, I am spawn. A fresh spawn.
Fresh spawn. Yeah, I heard you coming in, so I hid in here. You can put the gun down. I'm no
sorry,
threat.
guys. Sorry, only French.
Good luck. See you around.
Yeah, thanks.
God for that. I tell you what, this game can make your heart beat faster. I don't know if you actually play the game or if you're just watching because you don't own the game, because I know there are a few people who don't own the game and watch the videos because they don't own it. That makes sense. One of the things I'm trying to explain to some of my friends who don't play Dayz NE, who have never played Dayz NE, what the fascination is. I mean, during the mod, my clanmates would refer to Dayz NE as the camping simulator, because all me and my Dayz NE playing friends would talk about, oh, we're going to the camp, we're going to do this with a tent, and they just didn't get it. And what it is, you get a oh shit, you get a visceral reaction to things happening in a way that no other game I've ever played gives you. So tits and arse and bollocks and... Okay, let's go to the top. Oh, hang on, coat. Right, that goes to there, that goes to there. I'll deal with the hopefully the zombie won't make it upstairs. If they do, we just rely on being faster, basically. Don't allow yourself to get cornered. Don't want an old pair of pink shoes. I'd love to see whether or not... No. Yeah, it's a case of just moving faster. Zombies, they run quickly. Ooh, buckshot shells. Mosen, thank you. Of course, that guy who saw me as a fresh spawn may not be quite so interested in being nice to me now. See this guy? Yeah, he's not making the stairs. He still saw me leave, though, little bugger. So yes, I was trying to explain. Yes, my non Dayz NE playing friends could never understand the fascination of playing this game. Not once. Come on. And what it is the game for 80–90% of the time is not boring, but not a lot's happening. It's just strategic. You're wandering around from place to place. You're trying to figure out where you're going to go and what you're going to do. So in that regard, you know, not a lot is happening. Granted, I'm running away from a zombie right now, which is mildly interesting. But when something does happen, the feelings... Oh, you little beauty! Oh, come on, guys, you've got to get that sorted. Zombies are going to be this aggressive, they should not be able to walk through bloody walls. Can't go upstairs. This is one of the few places you can't dodge them. Yeah, you get this... I think... Oh, bollocks to you. I want that shovel, but there are 2 zombies. Chances of me getting it are very slim. So where do we go? Let's go through the building on the ground so that it might slow them down. Make them lose sight with me. It depends. Them losing sight, it's quite tricky. Once they do break line of sight, then yeah, you're going to be reasonably safe. But what happens when you run this fast? You end up running into somebody else, you know, into another one. Don't have enough pockets to start collecting ammunition like that. Oops. Where am I? Oh, there I am. Or I hope I haven't been a phantom door closer come through here. No, don't need one of those yet. Do you think I'm safe enough to eat? Or drink at least? Wait, come on. Tear into rags. And drink. So, the hunt for loot. We appear to have got rid of the zombies. Can continue. I can't open it yet, but I'll have it. Are you a fresh apple? Oh, tomato. Badly damaged, but it's not rotten. Eat all the things. So I've got a Mosin. That's not too bad. Got the bullets for it. Brown hoodie. No, I like my green wool jacket. I don't know how sensitive they are to sound. I wish the Zeds of old were more sensitive to sound than they were to vision. Their eyesight really wasn't terribly good. But, these modern guys... No, wool coat. Are much more visually aware. It was sound you had to watch out. I much prefer them to be... you can't open this with that. No, of course you can't. Idiot. Notice the hungry status has gone away. There's been enough energy in these sweet sugary drinks to take my hunger status away. Yeah, in the old days, the act of running over that road would have called them in, would have, would have attracted his attention. But now, if they don't see you, they don't see you. It is odd. The new behaviour is odd. They can see you from bloody miles away. One day I'll get that timing right for that jump. Hey. Let's open some doors just in case I need them open for a bit of running to and fro. Pair of shoes. So I need something to open tins with, I tell you. What are you? Yeah, mouldy old fruit. Mouldy old something or other. Aha! I have the chest holster, thank you. I know that's a rice. Most important of all the foods in the game, I think, rice. It'll knock my hydrated status down. But there are plenty of water sources in this area, so I feel very confident in the fact that I can quite happily munch down on all of this rice. Energized, you see, and stuffed. But I've lost my hydrated status, so I'm going to have to work on that. But yes, rice is a very, very important food source in the game. Bag of rice. It's one of the few items of food that I will actively carry. But a bag of rice is worth several hours of gameplay. No, that's not enterable. Has this building not got a chuffing door, or have I missed it? Oh, it's there. No, that's not the door. Where's your door, mate? Oh, there. Idiot. Yeah, not doing too shabby. The fact that that guy who was all kitted up didn't shoot me straight in the face was pretty cool. So it's just a case of looting, keeping your head down and looting. If I wasn't fresh spawn, There's another Mosin up. If I wasn't fresh spawn, I probably wouldn't be doing these little houses. No. It is primarily because I am fresh spawn that I'm doing these small places. Because just like one can of Coke right now is really quite important to me. I need as much as possible. And here we go. What are you? Ah, cargoes. Thank you. More pockets. More pockets is good. We like more pockets. We don't like bright yellow, orange things though. It's a shame they got rid of the military in this area. I still think it would have been nice if they'd kept that. I've just gone the wrong side of that bloody building. After all that, there's bugger all in it. Very often in this area you can't actually see what's here. So you just hit the tab button. Bundle of sticks. And a screwdriver. Ah, no, hang on, a screwdriver. A screwdriver will open my tins. So, reasonably safe in here. Not the best tin opener there is, partly because it takes 2 slots, and you lose some every time. You lose quite a lot of opening it with a screwdriver, to be honest, but it's still better than nothing. But right now, I mean, I should be able to put the screwdriver in there, shouldn't I? But no. Energized, hydrated. It's getting there. Always put very highest priority on the health status in the game. It is, you know, zombies you can run away from, but you can't run away from hunger. Hey, let me pick them up, thank you. Yeah, you can't run away from hunger, you can't run away from thirst. And also, because if you do get into trouble, being hydrated and healthy will help you more than almost anything else. On a regular server, just for shit and giggles. Oh, hello, Mr. Hatchet. Just for shit and giggles, I ate some berries without figuring out whether they were going to be poisonous or not. And they were poisonous. I ate the blue ones. I was still chuffed that I found some berries. And it didn't kill me. My character's not exactly well, but it didn't kill me. And I kind of think that's quite important. And that's because my character was extremely healthy. Very well energized, very healthy. So, hey, open door, thank you. What are you? Some ACP rounds. Wasn't anything there, was there? Come on then. Silly hat time. Decent amount of loot around here, which is cool. Woohoo! Rocket aviators, endgame. That and a fresh kiwi. Okay, that's a pre-alpha joke. And the looting continues. What are you? You are rotten tomato. You should be able to throw them, shouldn't you, eh? I am looking forward to when the physics come in. I think a lot of little things will get sort of fixed at that point. Things where we have problems. I think a lot of the character of the game will change at that point. Hey, are you non-existent? So yeah, the gameplay, the game. Oi, Bennett, my precision of movement. One of the things I was sort of hoping for, which is slightly improved, but not fantastic. Green or let's be Mr. Beige today. Yeah, Mr. Beige. So yes, one of the things I was really hoping for when we were playing the mod was that we would have the same fluid movement, character movement that you get in Armour 3. Armour 3 was a revelation. Obviously it looked nicer than the previous ones, but that wasn't a revelation. Each generation of the game has looked nicer than the previous one. That wasn't the revelation. The revelation was the fact that the character movement was fluid and smooth. I've been playing Armour since Armour 1, so several years, and we sort of, as players, accepted the hinky animation and movement as the cost, if you like, of having such vast maps with tanks and planes and everything. By the way, do not eat any more when you hit that stage. The next stop is throwing up. So, yeah, we thought that iffy character play movement was the cost, if you like, of having such a large, awesome, and expandable game. You know, that was the cost. That's what we had. That was the cost we had to pay. And then Armour 3 comes out, and we've got the same. Ooh, hello. You're the wrong colour, but I don't care. The same large, expansive gameplay area, but all of a sudden, you could move fluidly. And that really was a revelation to us. We had never seen that before. And it's one of the things that I really, really wanted to ensure we got in standalone. And I think it will probably come in time. Ooh, desync, what's going on? There's probably someone joining or leaving. Where am I on this blooming list? Oh, there I am. I've gone past myself. Oh, look, $1,000 desync. No good ping there. So yes, that was one of the features from from Armour 3 that we so desperately need in Dayz is its fluidity of player movement, and that is sort of kind of important. Hopefully we'll get it. Still not 100% there now. I think player movement is still better than it was in the mod. You know, but I don't think it's as good as it could be. It still doesn't have that fluidity of movement that you get in Armour 3. That used to be a water source. Not anymore. No, nothing in it. I think they got the hype map slightly wrong even for players on that bit. Oh, hello. Having you. The ability to carry water. Ah, the rider's jacket. It's okay, but you can't repair it with the sewing kit. It's got 3 pockets, no, 4 pockets, but they are mounted horizontally. Now, kitchen knife. Is that better for opening tins than a screwdriver? Don't know. Ooh, tell you what is better for opening than a bloody screwdriver. Yay! Sorry. Being silly now. Should have a little bit of music play out loud when that puppy turns up, even an old badly damaged one. Let's keep me. Yeah, there's a semblance of order there somewhere. Notice my stuffed status has dropped to below the brown to the a mustard coloured one. So at that point I think we can drink, because my energised is reasonably good. But you keep on building your energised up. There's a very nice chap, which I can't remember the name of, who's done all the sort of medical stuffs in the game. What was he called? It was something Medics of the Wasteland. Check his videos out. The guy knows what he's about. Very, very good videos telling you about the mechanics of health and heat and eating and things like that. And basically, it boils down to don't bother carrying food, just eat it. And although your stomach can become full, in about 40 minutes it will digest everything. Your water level goes sort of up and down a bit, and it's a banana for scale, look. Will go up and down a bit, but the energy sort of bucket, if you like, of how much energy you can have is absolutely vast. It's like many hundreds of times, or by magnitude larger than all of the other health measurements. So basically, keep on eating. Eat. I guess in the game they're modelling it as body fat, because this is your reserves and also your resilience. So you can keep on eating long after, Are you edible? Yep. Yeah, you can keep on eating. Now, obviously, you have to manage your stomach contents. You can't just... oh, that looks like... Oh, they are jeans. You can't just eat and eat and eat. Otherwise, if you eat too much, you throw up. But once your stomach has digested the food, eat some more. And keep on eating. And keep on eating. But whatever you find, you eat. To get that, to keep on building up that energized status, because you can eat loads. What are you? Oh, pitchfork. Pitchfork's quite good actually, apparently. But then again, I'm finding all melee weapons to be a bit poo at the moment. Really am. Melee weapons are. I think it's the new mechanic. I just don't get I haven't got my head round yet what it's. Oh, you'll do. Let somebody else have those. I'm sure they'll find them. No sign of that other player. Actually, what is... No, I keep on hitting when I want that one. You see this bandwidth? This is my theory, not proven yet, but my character is telling the server, or my client, game client on my computer, is telling the server what I'm doing. And that's the information it takes to tell it what to do. If the server has to tell me about something, namely another player, or a zombie maybe, that number goes higher because there's more information to tell me. So I must admit, I've never seen it as low as 87. 75 in fact. Never seen it that low. It's normally around 100 or so. But if there was anyone nearby, the server would have to tell me about them, and at which point the bandwidth would be higher. I don't know if this is 100% true, but it makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? That you can quickly and easily tell if there is someone within your network bubble. Tell you what, bloody zombie within my network bubble. Now I wonder if that would have gone up because he aggroed. I'm going to have to run at full pelt right across the open ground. Yeah. Up your bum, you nasty little bastard. Hopefully none of these hills are steep enough to make me slow down. I've got to plan that type of thing. Yeah, they are. Come on, faster. Because I'm double tap running, and but very often he still has to stand still to attack. So, complicated path. An attempt to break line of sight. I would imagine running through the supermarket should slow him down, because it's really complicated beyond that. Because I want to go to the water. This, by the way, this town I know pretty damn well. Because I used to spend a lot of time up here during the mod. And this area has been looted, which is slightly annoying. But if you're used to any of my old videos, then you're very used to this area. Because this is where I always used to put my tent. Right in the middle of town. Silly, I know. So, let's eat some more. Hydrated has dropped a little. Got to be aware of this. It would be nice if I put that down as well. Oh, go away, I've eaten you. I have eaten tomato. So if we have another little look at... Yeah? I see. That guy's probably near someone. This is if my theory actually means anything. We might be able to see if there are people teamed up. Possibly they're working together. Look at that higher bandwidth. Much higher bandwidth. And again. And again. Those two have a very similar bandwidth, don't they? Do you think they're working together? Because the server would have to be telling one about the other. And we successfully got rid of that right. Went up to the brown stuff status. Don't want any more. Now, where am I likely to find bullets? At a low-level spawn, they're all over, which means I have to do every single one of these bloody buildings. Garages are normally pretty good. I'm trying to remember if there are any garages in the area. It's great. You can't use those shoes. You can't pick them up. You can't use them, but well. I can't remember if there are any garages in this area. I don't think there are. I think we are bereft of garages, which would be somewhat annoying. See? Another splitting axe. So, where to go and what to do? Well, I've got sort of like... It's going to take half an hour to 3/4 of an hour for my stomach to digest all that food. So let's use it to go somewhere. So we'll strike south to Is it Polina? Delina? Oh, I can't remember the name of that blooming place. I think it begins with a P. Basically, it's over that hill. Might be nice if I could do it without attracting the attention of a zombie. It's these field walkers out in the middle of bloody nowhere are the ones that are going to give you the grief. Notice I didn't bother with the hospital. You know, there's not that much you can do if you play solo. There's not that much you can do with medical equipment. I mean, it's okay. It would be nice to have a morphine just in case I break a leg. But the last time I broke a leg, I glitched and died within a few minutes. So there's a little review of where we are when it comes to kit levels. That's the wrong button. That's the right button. We have a few cosmetic items. I have a 4-pocket jacket, a 6-pocket pair of trousers, which is cool, and I have a backpack, silly chest holster. When it comes to weapons, I have one melee weapon, a pristine splitting axe, and I have a Mosin, but I have no ammunition for it. But I do have a selection of ammunition for some other weapons, as and when I find them. So, the downside is, because I have a Mosin on my back, I look threatening, but to be honest, I think the way it is at the moment in the game, the people you meet, they're either total dicks, or they're cool. Suspicious, but cool. I think I'd put myself into that second category. Very suspicious, suspicious of other players, suspicious of their motives and what they're going to do, but ultimately cool about it. You know, if someone's threatening to me, then I'll be threatening back. I'll return fire, but my default position is not to attack. I mean, that guy this morning, when he logged in, I could have run around, try to find him before he'd finished spawning in. Because there's a period of about 20 seconds or so, maybe 30, when he can't move. Or he's in the game, but he's not in control of his character. That's the point. You repeatedly punch them in the face and steal their kit. You know, steal his Mosin, and then shoot him with it. And at the time I was a Bambi, what have you got to lose? You're going to respawn in? Well, you've not lost anything there. So a lot of people are doing that, you know. Instead of kitting themselves up, they are merely waiting to come across a well-kitted player so they can steal their gear. Not in my nature, but it's what people do. So anyway, talk to you in a minute. I want to drink my coffee. Okay, this is the large open valley directly to the south of Bergino, up and over those hills. Interesting little area, reasonably high in loot. Just over there is the factory unit. I can't remember the name of it. It begins with a P. And over there is Gorka. So, you know, each, I suppose it's just under or just about a kilometre to the factory unit, and it's maybe 2 kilometres, 3 actually, looking at the view distance. Isn't the view distance set on my computer on this at about 3 kilometres? You can just see, you can see the ball. It's very small, you'd have to have this full screen. I can just see the ball of the water tower, and that's Gorka. But we're going to do I want to call it Polina, but I don't think it is. It begins... as I say, when I was playing with other people, it was more important to remember the names of towns. Because you'd have to say, well, I'm going to this town. Where should we go? Should we go to this one or that one? And of course, in the mod, you had a map of the whole area, and it was a tactical map. It was a military tactical map, as opposed to these fold-out civilian maps we get at the moment. By the way, I've still never managed to get one of those to join up. You're supposed to get to the sections and make them join up. I think I'm doing something wrong. I'm desyncing terribly. Why am I desyncing so bad? Hideous amount of desync. It's affecting my frame rate as well. Oh damn! I promise not to mention frame rate. Something I keep on going on about, and I shall shut up about it. Give it a second. I'm going to stop recording and then start again. Okay, I'm back. I am going to talk about frame rate. That's a server issue. My frame rate is being negatively affected, I think, because the game is running more slowly. Don't know how your knowledge of Sluric is. Zombie in the middle of the road. Just try to avoid them. Not really after food at the moment, mainly equipment, clothing, things like that I could do with it. Bullets. Flying hat, look. Woo. Character's still complaining about being very full. So we've got a zombie over there. So let's go this way around. Sneaking, to a certain extent, does seem to work quite nicely in the game. Helmet, crowbar, screwdriver. Ah, I don't like these fences, you can't step over them. That's annoying. Ooh. Berries. Oh, Steve, leave the berries alone. What have they done to you? But look how many berry bushes there are here. Someone's back garden full of berry bushes. So we're just going to tool around to see what we can find. In the hope of finding some bullets, basically, I think. Obviously we're not going to find much in the way of military. There's a water source in the middle of town here, which I'll want to sneak out to. Oh, zombie. Any zombies down there? No. No. The way the gameplay has changed since they changed the zombie behaviour, or my gameplay has changed since they changed the zombie behaviour, is such now that I would prefer just not to attract the attention of a zombie than try to deal with them. Where before, what I would have done was, there he is, would be to basically run around like an arsehole, killing all the zombies in the area, safe in the knowledge that I could do with an SKS at this point. Safe in the knowledge that I would have clear up all the zombies in the area, then I could just loot to my heart's content without having to be overly concerned. Tell you what, I definitely want to find an SKS. Ooh, another water bottle. I don't think I need more than 3. In fact, I've just seen a... Ah, hello. Thank you. That'll do nicely. That'll do very nicely indeed. So... what condition are you in? It's only 50% full, but you are better than you. Ah, hang on, here's a thought. There you go. Woohoo! IV starter kit. Woohoo! More bullets. Thank you. Looks like the gods of Dayz are smiling upon me. And they are smiling. Look at that. Hello. What's your condition, Mr. Compass? Pristine. Right. Let's have a little bit of a movement around of items. That was an odd noise. So, I would like a different backpack because this is pretty vile colour. Huntsman's my favourite. Unlikely to find that unless you're in military, basically. So... might be a shotgun over there. You would think you would find more shotguns and hunting rifles than you do in this game, given that it's civilian. I definitely think you shouldn't be finding M4s. It should be some... Is that a zombie over there I saw? No. I definitely think it should be some Soviet era, you know, an AK-74 or... yeah, an AK-74 or a 47 or something along those lines. Right, I think we're definitely Mosen, so we can lose these guys. Still yeah, let's lose the shotgun stuff as well. Nice little find for someone. So, we're Mosening it. That wasn't a word in the English language, I think I just made that up. Priorities now. Obviously some tarting up for the Mosen. A site. Most likely to find that type of thing in the what type of site am I thinking of? I'm thinking of the PU scope. Most likely to find the PU scope in a garage, I guess. So, no zombies that way. No zombies that way. Don't think I've really ever found anything terribly interested in a supermarket anymore. Considering how important they were in the mod. Supermarkets were desperately important in the mod, being one of the few large enterable buildings in the game. And now they're really very, very disappointing. But I guess if we are a few years after the outbreak, oops, a few years after the outbreak, maybe it's right that there's absolutely nothing in a supermarket, because isn't that what would get looted first? It's like what we're looting now is the stores people picked up. Ah, door's open. I didn't open it. That's a relatively high number. Makes me wonder whether I want to go upstairs. Top door's open. So, someone has been through relatively recently. Not only that, I think they're still in the area. The way I figure that is look how much higher my bandwidth is. The server is having to tell me about something. I may be mistaken about this, when it comes to players, because the server may have to tell me about all of this loot items. Either way, good enough reason to get out of Dodge. Although I do need... Oh, I'm not stepping in water. The damn game will glitch out and tell me... Zombie. Tell me that I'm wet all the bloody time. Which I don't need. I'm not going to start... Because at the moment, even if you just put a foot into the water, a toe, it says you're completely soaked and never shuts up for the next hour and a half. So, yeah. We're not purely on the grounds of annoyance. I'm not going to, unless I have to, get water from a water source that you can't just stand next to. So we're now going to trot along, getting away from that area, and go up to Gorka. Catch up with you in a bit. Okay. Travelled, I don't know, about a kilometre? Half a kilometre? Something like that. Anyway. Ooh, look, they've put a police station in, so we're definitely having a look at that. Now, I don't know if you can see, there's a little industrial bit there, and power lines. Those are new-ish, and I mean ish, because they weren't in the original mod. And those power lines will eventually take you down to Electro. So you find yourself up in this town, because you're over halfway up the map, and you want to get down to Electro, follow the power lines. Anyone used to my videos knows I keep on harping on about power lines, but they're very important for navigation because they'll get you all over the map. I was shocked and stunned once when I was playing the pre-alpha. There was only the one server to play on, and it was night time. For some reason, Rocket and Brian were very pleased with themselves for nighttime gameplay. They're probably a little disappointed that most people hate it. And I was following power lines because, hey, I know the route the power lines will take. And I came across a junction I didn't recognise. I was almost devastated at this point, thinking, oh my god, what's going wrong? Why are there... Because this junction shouldn't exist, and they laughed. They laughed at me, quite openly, which they used to do quite a lot, actually, but anyway. Because I was completely lost at that point. I thought I was, you know, Mr. Navigator. I can find myself, you know, one of my great claims, oh, this has been looted, used to be that you drop me anywhere in the map, and within a few minutes I would know quite precisely where I was. Friendly, come on. Hey! I don't even have a weapon out! Well, that disproves my theory on the ping thing. Doesn't it? Because the ping was about... Not the ping, sorry, the bandwidth. The bandwidth is about 130. Oh, why you killed me? Didn't even have a weapon out. Very weird. And I was kneeling down. I was like, didn't have my hands up. But, oh well. Team deathmatch. Do we end it there? I think we do. I think we end it there. Thank you very much for watching. My experience with people playing on the hardcore the experimental servers, some of them are really nice, some of them won't kill you, some of them will leave you alone. I've met, of the 4 people that I have met, 2 have been nice and 2 have been nasty. So, one thing I haven't done for a while is actually play my regular hardcore server character. It's probably almost a week since I've played him, so I think I might go back to regular and hardcore and be well away from people. So on that note, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you lovely ladies and gentlemen later.